Hello, everyone. Our feature presentation speaker today is me, Jeanette Martin of MyBC Consulting. A number of years I've been in business. I started my business April 1st, 2014, no fooling. The location of my business is anywhere in the world where there's a computer, but I physically live in South Langley by the US-Canadian border. Other organizations I belong to are the Cloverdale Chamber, Connect Now, the Seroptimus International of the Langleys, to name a few. The city, I live in Langley. My family includes, I have 3 stepchildren from my first marriage, first and only marriage, and I have 4 grandchildren. No pets, but if the 2 cows out the window and the ducks out the chicken and the chickens out my kitchen window count, I have pets. My hobbies include writing poetry, connecting with people around the world, art, and spending time with people in creative spirits. Something I would love to do is get on the continent of Africa and South America. Those are the 2 continents I have yet to be on. And the root of my success is connection, collaboration, and building the community that I want to live in. So I want to chat with you guys today. My presentation is about the analytics and what they tell you. Well, first of all, I want you to don't be afraid of the analytics. Don't be afraid of your analytics. I want you to have a mindset that the numbers were curated, given to you, and reported to you by a real life person. It's not an algorithm that pulled those numbers together. It means that somebody on this side of the screen of the computer, tablet, or your phone engaged on your content. So they don't pull it out of the sky. It means somebody showed up for you, and that's how the analytics come. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time today on the analytics that live in LinkedIn. As you know, that's where I love and adore on LinkedIn. So I'm just going to bring up my LinkedIn profile, and it looks like I can share. This is really exciting. Everybody can, Lucia, can you give me a wave that you can see my LinkedIn on your side, please? Perfect, thank you so much. So on LinkedIn, every time that you post a picture, and I specifically, this was one from a week ago, there is some magic information that is left behind for you for business. This was a picture that I posted about the lower mainland of BC out in Abbotsford. Actually, my brother lives, believe it or not, like right there where that little dot is, right up in there. He was lucky he sat high enough in the floods that he wasn't affected by the floods. And I posted this picture, and underneath, how many of you have ever looked at where it says the number of views? There's a little graph that says the number of views. This particular post had 757 views. It had, in the emojis, in the reporting and the numbers, 16 people that had an interaction with it. So if I click on there, I can see by clicking on the thumb, so 8 people gave me thumbs up. So these people here, what I would do if I wanted to build relationship, that next step of relationship, I could go into the comment box and go, at Trevor Osmond, thank you for giving me a thumbs up on the post about the flooding. How is your family doing? Also, I want you to note there's a number 2 down here. That means this particular fellow found me and found this topic by searching. And now he showed up for me. So this is like I posted my magazine article underneath the brand of Jeanette Y bracket Harvey Martin, and he showed up to read my magazine article. So I'll want to go back and connect with him. I think I've already connected with him. So there. Also, these are the people, Adil, thank you, you're online, and we'll get to you in a second. Gracie, Lee, and Linda Wells. I could come back and say, thank you so much for the support of our city, our town, whatever the topic was about. 3 people gave me a heart. So Catherine, Rhonda, and Diane. These are the people, these are the numbers, the metrics, analytics of the people that exchange their heart with you. Coming back in the comment box at Diane Parnell, thank you for sharing your heart. We could really use it right now down here on the West Coast. And this person gave me an insightful, and that was Tanis Martin. And I would come back and go, yeah, this is pretty insightful on what our country is looking for. So those are some numbers or analytics that can help your business. But it gets even better, guys, even better. So now we're going to click on this 753 views and take a look at what is the metrics. And I got to just move this over here because I got to get over to there. So what this is showing me, I'm going to hit more and come back up here, is number one, of the 720 or 38 people, 208 of them came from the Vancouver area. So if I wanted to build business with more people in Vancouver, I know I'm hitting my target market. And I can take a look. It's Greater Abbotsford and the Calgary area. Oh, Greater Calgary Metropolitan Area, Saskatoon. So, but it's showing 208 people in the Vancouver area. But look at the other areas in the world that I am making connections or somebody resonated in these areas. Why is this important? In the search bar, go search Milano. Go search Minneapolis and see if you can find some articles about their part of the world and bring yourself to their world in order to build relationship. The next column that's really fascinating is 43 people with the title as salesperson. Why this particular section is super important is that you can see who the professionals are that are showing up on your post, like what positions they hold. I'm not adverse to asking Professor Google, how does a software developer like to be talked to? I've got 16 people that showed up as a software developer on my post. So maybe I'm going to do a post or some content about software development. I may do, look, I've got 18 business strategists like what I am. So I'm leveraging my own people in alignment to my particular posts. And coming down, executive directors and consultants. The most fascinating part is this last column. 4 people from Boomerang Inc. viewed your post. Boomerang is a place where I volunteer mentor other business people across Canada. It's for people that are 50 and over. And it's awesome that 4 people from a place where I organize or I volunteer, they've showed up for me and viewed what I'm putting out there. These other companies that are here, I need to go follow them, go follow Foreseeing Technology, because 4 people from that company came and showed up on this post. 4 people from Team Power Solutions, 3 people from Southwest Airlines, 3 people from ADP, which is a payroll system, and 2 people from the city of Surrey. 2 people from Sun Life, 2 people from Bank of America, 2 people from the Copper Mountain Mining Company. Why is this information important? Because once I go follow them, and we're just going to take Copper Mountain Mining Corporation right now, up in the corner, Copper Mining Corporation, here we go. Going to click on them. And now I'm going to follow them. So now when they post, it'll show up in my feed and I get to show up for them. I get to take what I do and put my words of wisdom or congratulations or whatever they are putting out. I get to come back and show up for them. Also, knowing when I comment on their posts now, there are 2,500 followers that are going to get alerted. So that's what the metrics and the analytics can tell you. So absolutely every time that you post on LinkedIn on your personal page, you will start getting metrics. You'll start getting that analytics. And I'm just going to come down to a post that I just did before I got on, or 2 times ago. This one here. When I just told you in my 1-minute commercial that I leveraged and I found a person for my Where in the World is the W5 Story podcast I do every Monday. This person, I went to an event yesterday held by Alexa, and she had this Peter Can, laughter man. He was a laughter yoga. We did laughter yoga for half an hour. So this is my thank you post to you, Peter, for being in my life halfway around the world. We bonded over laughter. Perfect. Enjoy the wise words from the one and only Charlie Chaplin. And underneath, look at the people that have commented. So this gives me opportunity to come back and connect with these people. It's had 212 views already. I tagged Peter in and he's now talking. So we carried on a beautiful conversation. Like if he was in front of me, I would say, hey, Peter, this billboard's for you. And Peter would have walked by and would have engaged in the conversation. And take a look on how now this person I'm connected to is now following. So this is how the numbers can help you create the content that's going to leverage your audience and give them what they want. And quickly to wrap up, if you have a company page, coming over to the analytics section, and this is, oh, my internet is saying it's a little wackadoodle. Coming over to the followers section, I'll move that up a little bit. This is important because where it's blue, it shows me where I've had my organic reach. So whatever the heck I put out that day, 7 people found it organically, meaning they typed into the search bar one of the words that was in my content. Also going all the way down to the bottom, it now shows who my followers are. This is something new in LinkedIn in the last year. You never used to be able to find out who your followers were. And it's jammed up just a bit here on my side. Oh, here we go. It's what I'm looking for. If there's any number 2, see how these are all the number 1s? Anyone that's the number 2, I would want to go back and connect with them because they found me organically. It's like they came into my store, loved what they're seeing, and they're waiting for me to say hello and welcome to my BC Consulting. So there's just some of the analytics and the numbers to connect them back to the people, to bring people off of your social media and into your real world. Thank you so much. We have 1 minute for questions. I'll stop sharing my screen. Oh, we got a couple. We'll go 2. Please go ahead, Lucia.
I'm finding we've done some work on, a lot of work on LinkedIn, but I'm finding that I'm missing a lot of people's posts. Why? Why am I seeing things maybe a week later? Is it because I'm not interacting a lot on LinkedIn?
Correct. So the magic sauce, let's say on LinkedIn, is when you post, envision this in reality if you had a store with brick and mortar and the post is your window. And now you decide you hire the window dresser to come and put your window up, and you're putting the window up and you put that post up. LinkedIn wants you to keep the app open for 1 hour afterwards to see if anybody interacts with you in real time. So it's like somebody, you've got your window all up and you're standing back and you're so proud of your window that when you see a customer walk by your window that you go, hi, it's beautiful, isn't it? And bring them in and in real time. So if you want the algorithm to work, you need to stick around and start interacting. So just kind of keep it open, too, and you might get a bing, or you'll get a bing on your lap, or if you've got LinkedIn on your phone. So to go in and real time interact. Great question. Faith. Oh, you're on mute, darling. We haven't. He who knows how to lip read will win in 2022.
Great. I've taken courses on LinkedIn and I'm a marketing writer. So anyway, last month I got a couple of posts. One got 38,000 views and another one got 20,000 views. So I said, oh, this is fantastic, right? For some, and after that I got some with 5,000, 8,000. Last week I got one that had like 100, which was a huge drop, but I put in, for the first time, I put in a .com, I put a URL, which I heard you're not supposed to do, but then somebody said you could. All right, this week, I didn't put the URL and I only had in a day 99 views. Like, I don't know what happened. If I'm only getting 99 views, I wouldn't even want to waste my time, but I wonder if there's some kind of glitch or what could have happened.
The question I ask you, are you commenting and coming back and saying, thank you, Bob Smith, or interacting and stuff like that?
Yes, I am. Yes, I always comment back and thank everybody when they comment on my posts.
Now, within that hour?
Usually within the hour. Usually
Okay.
within the hour.
It could be, you know what? Sign off of your LinkedIn and sign back in. You could have missed an update or something like that. And also, don't let that dissuade you, because whatever you put out may not be what's of interest of topic or that topic of mine. So go back to the post that you had lots of interaction or lots of comments on, or lots of, that 38,000, and take a look at the analytics on that one. Underneath, looking at that 38,000 views and clicking and finding out where your people are from, and maybe bring one or two of those, that particular company, tag them into a post. Start bringing other people's companies, businesses into the post so they get alerted, which they will be able to help you broaden your reach. Adil, we have time for one more question.
Yeah, it's just a comment, something I just wanted to share because I heard some of the speakers on Clubhouse. They were sharing that now LinkedIn algorithms, a comment is not just, hey, thank you, and just a small sentences. According to them, they were saying that for algorithms to work in your favor, it has to be like 10 to 15 words, so that these algorithms in a way see it as a meaningful conversation. It's like you're really engaging, rather than they were really discouraging that don't say I agree or welcome or just 1-2 word in the comments. So that could be one thing. Yes. So if you are, it's like they are really promoting conversations, not just on post, but even on DM. So even if you are having conversations, just conversation, no sales pitch with these people in their DM, LinkedIn sees that and it increases your visibility.
Absolutely. And think of the amount of times that people say thank you. It's like the background programming will kick that out. It's like, that's not interesting. Or where you say that was an inspirational point that you made when you brought up the topic of how when you keep track of your CRM system and kick people out birthday cards, whatever that looks like, you've got a lot of great nouns that the algorithm, maybe the flavor of the day, maybe birthday. They may pick 10 words to go, when people talk about birthdays or connections or whatever those words are, we're going to make sure we grab onto them and keep promoting them out. So always be checking and using, we'll end this with your big intelligent words, because LinkedIn, the mindset of people that use LinkedIn is inquiry based. They're going there to learn, educate, connect, find intelligence. So make sure that you are using your big intelligent statistics kind of words. Thank you so much. And I'm going to stop recording.